Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for joining along for an interestingly titled video. All my Tarkatan children. I hope by now, if you don't know, I really do love to title all of my videos just something ridiculous. Like disco bush lactating chest person. Yes, ma'am. Just all of the words. Let me just use all of the words. And if you have been around for years, this is how I used to title all of my videos back in MK11. Talked a lot about balls with Cabal, but kinky things with Scarlet. Oh my word. All of the pole double entendres with Jade. Yes, we did all of that. I missed that. I don't think people understand jokes. Jokes. They don't like jokes. They love, what do they love? I find myself questioning, what do I love now? I do like Street Fighter. But I can see that there are some parts of it that are very grindy, brainless, don't even need to press a button, like this. But at the same time, I shouldn't complain too much because I am glad I don't have to work on getting the fighting pass done. I'm at level 14. We're like halfway there on completing the fighting pass, just another day, and we should be done. Which is nice. I do like that I can get the fighting pass done. But at the same time, all of these games are asking us to spend money. Really upsetting. So what do I love? Do I love this game? Maybe. Maybe. The definition, the standards for what love means, it changes. So I guess out of all of the games that I play, like modern wise, I guess I love Street Fighter 6 the most. But did I need a PlayStation 5? Probably not. Could have played this on a PS4, would have been just fine. Maybe a little bit of a longer loading screen. MK1, that's totally a PS4 game. It's on the Switch. Yikes. I guess I don't really like anything from modern games. I'm so jaded. And it's really hard to not be jaded. After an experience like MK1, it feels like all of these games are just evil. Filled with evil, filled with politics, filled with drama. But actually, Mortal Kombat 1 is like, I guess it's dead. Like, I'm not playing it. Are you playing it? It got a little peak in viewership on Twitch for those pretty purple skins, but of course they were pretty and purple. So people were watching, but it doesn't mean they were playing. I'm certainly not playing. If you're playing MK1, let me know. I also find it weird that people say that the game is on a right direction, going in a good direction. For if it was going in a good direction, surely someone would be playing it. But I guess enough dilly-dallying. I have titled this video All My Tarkatan Children because I really wanted to highlight some of the what is the word I'm looking for? What is the word that I'm looking for that will offend the least amount of people? There is some foolishness going on regarding Mortal Kombat 1, and it's been going on for a very long time. I've also neglected to really speak on this subject because I know I'm going to piss off people, and I don't want to piss off people. So before we go further, please know that if I talk about any particular person in the Mortal Kombat community, that I mean no one ill will. I have no hate towards anyone. I do question what people are spending their times doing, because it seems like a lot of people got a lot of time to worry about internet drama. But I think The TLDR, before we even get into it, is that Mortal Kombat 1 is such a shit game that drama is more entertaining to me than actually watching the game or playing the game or whatever. Like, I've already answered most of my questions. If you saw my latest video, got brown backed by Steffi last night, you'll know what I mean. Actually, some of these titles that I make up, I think are genius, but people don't watch them. So, whatever. I don't care. Ed Boon's Drag Race, that was a great one. That was really good. But anyways. Okay, so where do I go from here? So there is this. Oh, well, we don't even have the thing. Oh, there we go. So there was this video that was posted just yesterday by this fellow who is called Mike Hollow. So this is Mike Hollow. Mike Hollow is a new and recent up-and-coming YouTube person. YouTube personality. And he certainly went from like 0 to 100 very quickly with his channel and in terms of engagement and what he's been saying and resonating with people. Apparently, when I talk about gender, no one wants to hear me talk about gender issues, but they want to hear this black man talk about Tekken or something. I don't know. Where's the equality in gender issues? Why does no one validate that I am gender seasonal? I love gender seasonal. Did you know there's a whole entire flag? I've been doing research into it. So there's a whole entire flag for being gender seasonal, and it's 13 stripes of different colors. What the fuck? So anyways, so Mike Hollow made this video yesterday about, surprise, surprise, fate. And I will say that I have a personal history somewhat with fate. You might know there was that huge argument that spanned multiple people. And somehow I was involved with it. And I actually apologized to Fate afterwards. And I was like, I'm so sorry I got angry during his live stream. You know, like sometimes I do get angry. We've all got emotions. I'm a Sagittarius. Please understand I'm a free spirit. So sometimes when people are saying Mania is not ugly, I'm like, well, no, she's ugly. Especially compared to the real world comparison. So that's what really ticked me off about Brusque Poet. So I cussed him out and then I apologized to Fate. And I was like, Fate, I'm sorry that I behaved like that on your channel. Something to that effect. And he's like, no, I'm so happy that you blew up and got mad. And I'm like, well, that's a weird thing to be happy about. So I can tell from our little interactions that Fate kinda likes drama. He kinda likes that. I don't like drama. I've been trying to keep my mouth shut about this whole situation because I don't want to get swept up in it. That's why I also title this All My Tarkatan Children. I am just Susan Lucci here, winning no awards. I've just been here for a long time, just doing it every day, making these live streams. I'm the Susan Lucci of Mortal Kombat. So yes, All My Tarkatan Children. So I don't care for the drama. I will watch it from the sideline, but okay. So there was an instance where Fate and this fellow, Mike Hollow, had a conversation together. This was back in January of 2024. And I guess at this time I was pro Fate. I was like, no one is talking about the issues of Mortal Kombat. I was feeling like no one was addressing Mortal Kombat. And I'm like, well, if Fate's all we got, then there's Fate. He's talking about the game in a negative way, and people are listening to him. Well, that's good. But something kind of changed after this conversation with Mike Hollow. I addressed him in his live stream, Fate. I said, "Hey, Fate," and he's like, "Let's do a podcast together." I can't do an Australian together accent. He's like, "Let's do a podcast together," and I'm like, what do you mean, let's do a podcast together? You've never DM'd me since that one time I apologized to you. So where do you get this idea that I would like to do a podcast? I don't want to have to do work. I don't want to have to edit. I don't want to have to do anything. So what do you mean I have to do all of that? And also, I guess from that same conversation, I also became a mod on his Discord. Not that I use Discord, not that I use any of these things, but yeah, he's just like, do nothing. And I'm like, okay, but I left the Discord. I left the Discord. I left because I don't understand why he keeps on harping on about this guy, Mike Hollow. So I have been following Fate for a while, even though he asked me to do a podcast with him. And I'm like, well, it sounds like you just want my work. That's kind of sometimes what Fate does too in a live stream. That's what I noticed when he spoke with Tom Brady, when he spoke with the release of Tekken. There was just instances where he's just sitting there quiet and letting all of these other people talk around him. That's lazy. IMO. Just do it. Do your live stream. Do all the talking yourself. Don't rely on the comments. Don't just be entertaining. Questionable when he's relying on these other people. So I got kind of like weirded out when he said that about the podcast statement. And if you want, you can go check that back, like in his live stream about the conversation with Mike Hollow, the initial one. I was in the live stream, and you can find my comments there and his response to me. It was after the live stream. But Mike Hollow, for me, raised some really good points regarding Fate that maybe I was sort of ignorant to. I think one of the things that he alerted me to was a pattern of history regarding Fate, which is wild because we're talking about YouTube. Like, why is there a pattern of history? Why is there so much, like, I can see on the history? Not even on Twitter, because I don't use a Twitter, but I can use a YouTube very easily. So that was one thing. The other thing that really clued me in was I did laundry. I do cleaning. I do things around my house. I love a vacuuming. I love cleaning a toilet bowl compared to playing MK1. So I'll have something playing in the background. So I listen to multiple things. So the first thing that I listened to was the 2.5 hour live stream from this guy. Interesting. I probably shouldn't have listened to that first. Then I went to Sikander's stream, and I think that was what got me, was the 5-hour conversation that Fate had with Sikander that went nowhere. He really inserted himself in a situation where he was bringing no knowledge, no talking points, acting lol cowish, I would say, because it definitely brought me some lols. Some people were being milked for lols, so yeah, there was a little bit of lol cowishness. But that Sikander stream was very eye-opening, because it was like, I was hearing Fate listen to Sikander explain himself about the cameos, about Cyrax, about the nerfs, and Fate didn't understand it being explained to him. And he was trying to repeat the same things back that Sikander was saying, which is like a clue that someone is listening to you. They will try to repeat what you're saying back to you. But he was saying it in a wrong way. Also, during that conversation, it seemed like Hollow had one moment where he got Fate to reveal that he was very much interested in clickbait, very much interested in engagement on YouTube. And if you've watched Fate, Fate talks a lot about being an old school YouTuber. Yes, he's old school. He had an old time YouTube where he deleted all of the videos. Interesting. Yes, so he's been around on the YouTube. And Fate also kind of talks to the idea of people having fake beefs, and that's how they drive engagement and things like that. So I also question whether or not the conversations that are happening between Hollow and Fate, is this just like wrestling? Is this like heel versus babyface? Like, what's going on here? So I do question whether or not there is some validity to the whole entire situation, if this is just performative, just an act, so that people stay relevant or something. But it's so weird because both of these guys have too much of a hard-on for each other. This is just like All My Children. Just like All My Children, because, you know, some of these relationships were just so weird. Like, I remember this one time in General Hospital where Lulu was attracted to her stepbrother. That lingered for too long in the story. Why did they even go there? So it gives me kind of that kind of cringy, weird vibes from soap operas, hence the All My Tarkatan Children. But this video, I guess, let's hear it.
There's D all the way G, like he's a nice guy. I've spoken to him. What I'm basically trying to say is, but I can't go through everyone's names if I didn't give you a shout, but I think the FGC, if you want to use the word toxic, is probably the least toxic out of all the gaming spaces that I've been around. I think that people maybe need to branch out and see what's going on elsewhere. But I also think that when you've got people that are competing, when you've got people that are fighting for first place, not even necessarily on a stage like EVO where Austin Ash is playing and Knee and all them people, but even online, you know, you're fighting to take points from people. Things can get in motorsports. You know, somebody overtakes you incorrectly, understand why they happen. And I'm not going to pretend that my blood doesn't boil sometimes when I lose at certain things. I'm a very knowledgeable player, and me casuals. And on this day, he battered me. And I remember that was the first time in tournament that I let out like a one of them ones. I know it might sound like I'm rambling right now. What I'm basically trying to say is that there's so many people here that...
Yeah, so he's rambling. I mean, I don't blame him. I ramble too when I don't want to talk about the thing that I want to talk about. But I feel like I had to talk about this today because I just got to get it off my chest. I just don't get this whole drama situation.
Feel hard done by others having opinions of them or others pushing back on them.
Okay, so this is... I think this is where the video starts. He talks to his friend, then he comes back.
See my man. Told him that I'm filming a video. Come in your room when I'm filming. And, cuckoo land. What was I saying? Fuck, I forgot my train of thought.
He's got dynasty hair. Do you see that? He's got dynasty hair. Is he Black Dynasty?
Fantastic. I can't remember what I was saying, so I'm just going to go with the next train of thought. Maybe it's what I was thinking before. But I think that the FGC and the competition surrounding it is always going to have people that get very angry. I've had my run-ins with people that I don't like in the FGC. I mean, you guys are well aware that, like me and, for example, Fate, we don't like each other very much. There was a time where it seemed like we were going to be cordial, but our personalities just don't gel. I don't know what he's like in his personal life. You know, I don't pretend to know what he is like there, so I wouldn't judge him off that. I judge him based on what I see on his videos. Now, I don't like his content in the sense that I don't think he knows left from right, but he might be a nice guy in real life. I don't know. It's one of those things where when we're on Twitter, like I've put up some tweets about him before.
Okay, so Mike Hollow and Fate had a beef on Twitter. Some bullshit. I think I made a video about it. It was like the MK community is unhinged or something like that. But they've been having beefs on Twitter, which is like... I question the maturity levels of both of them. Who cares about Twitter? Are you going on Twitter to get into beefs? I like a beef and a burger or a nice all beef sausage. But I don't like beef on Twitter. It's just so strange. Both of them. So strange.
Oh, and I've put up some tweets about some other people. When you're online, it can seem like it's serious. It can really seem like you hate this person. And I think a lot of people get too sucked into it and they forget that it's just a video game.
Oh yeah, let me reiterate here what I said before. Don't contact any of these people. Don't send them hate. Don't be a meanie. Just make a shitty video for your YouTube channel. That's it.
Most of the time, when the computer turns off, people go back to their real lives. Like, me and Fate had that back and forth for plenty of days, and whilst I was arguing with his community and I was arguing with him, at the same time I was in the gym, I was laughing with my boys. I was like, this is so dumb. Like,
I definitely, so he's saying that he's laughing with his boys about Fate. So I definitely feel like there's an element of Mike Hollow just laughing at Fate, but at the same time, there's a lot to laugh about. So I don't blame him.
Like, it's not that deep. You know, some people take it very seriously. I mean, one thing that I love that Fate says, I'm just using him as an example because he's the one that I've had the most issues with, I guess, is that he always says, oh, the only pros, they take it so seriously, which is hilarious since he has a channel dedicated solely to complain about Mortal Kombat, which, you know, would be fine.
Okay, so like my whole channel is dedicated to me. Let's get that straight. It's not about MK. It's not about how I can help you with an augment build. It's about me. So please understand that. But yeah, there is a little bit of like with Fate's channel, it feels like very where do I get it? Where is this channel? It is a lot of clickbaity kind of bullshit. Like Mortal Kombat 1's first LGBTQ cameo. Not that he's trying to copy me and take a page out of my book, where I'm like, Janet, first trans character. Ermac, first non-binary character. He's a they, them. Duh. That's why I have a degree in gender studies and you guys don't. That's a joke. I don't have a degree in something that lame. But I do love learning about gender. But I don't need straight people to tell me about LGBT issues. Do I? Do I? No. I don't need that. We need our community to police our community. If you're not in the community, get out. That's why I got a problem with all these, you know, people claiming that they're part of the rainbow. But the only thing strange or queer about them is their hair. No, thank you. No, thank you. So I don't get it. I don't get it. So he's like repeating topics here now. Why can other fighting games discuss defense? MK1 combo still a major problem. One thing that I pride myself on is that there's always going to be something different. There's always going to be something new. I'm always giving you something different and new.
Because I'm self-aware. Like, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy critiquing games, and I'm trying to take my channel more seriously. I wouldn't say that I'm a pro, but it's just funny that
I take nothing
that,
seriously.
I've never seen a laid-back casual player make 800 videos about a game they don't like. You know, I think it's just hypocritical. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, me and him will argue. We'll have our back and forth. If I saw him in person, I probably wouldn't be polite to him. But I'm also not gonna. It's not one of those things where it's so toxic that I'm gonna run up on him. You know, I'm gonna run up on somebody I don't like and start fighting them. It's just people having words on the internet. I think the word toxic is thrown around way too much in this scene. I think if some of you...
So is he saying Fate's toxic or not? I guess that's the question. I don't think he's saying Fate's toxic. I think he's saying that there's more toxic things in life than Fate. So there's that.
Step out of the FGC and you go to some other scenes. Let me tell you something about Gears of War, yeah? My boy was playing for a team in Gears of War. I'm not going to say who it is to not throw him in hot water. Those guys are fucking crazy. I've never seen anything like that in my life. You want to talk about rabid Wolverines? Go play Gears of War. Get involved with their community.
I thought he said rabbit. You want to talk about rabbits? I'll talk about
Smash Bros. Out of the FGC a little bit. I know people don't like that, but for me, they're kind of removed. But I've seen more unhinged behavior from Smash Bros. Players than I have from the conventional FGC lot. I think that the community that we have
all right.
Evo the other day, and don't watch it. It's that simple. I like watching drama content. I think it's funny. I've been watching the Aberrant Preach, constructing this the way that I would like to, because I know that I'm in a rush. Every time I record a video, it's like I'm in a rush to go somewhere. My friend.
I don't know. These straight guys, they use a lot of straight guy references. I don't get them. I get gay things.
I don't get the community's pushing back on it.
Oh, there's hella toxic people in RuneScape. Oh, the amount of times.
That Turkish guy, bro.
Well, see what I mean? Like,
no offense.
you know what you're doing, and sometimes people just want to get involved in other people's business these people are cussing other people out like they're being paid to play.
So, like, you can see that this video doesn't really talk a lot about Fate. There's a lot of random talk.
I was at Evo Japan. I wasn't there for long, but I walked around. I saw people that recognized me. Some of them didn't come over and some did. And you get a lot of these people where it's like, oh, they call you keyboard warrior, or they'll call you names like that. And it's like, it's not that deep because nobody's really going to run up on you because you've got an opinion on them. Like, how childish are we going to...
So, like, Mike Hollow is definitely saying he's not running up on anyone. people will have words, be keyboard warrior. They're not face-to-face confrontation. I do love a confrontation. Whether it be like you get my order wrong or like we have a misunderstanding, like I do like that process of like talking and coming to an understanding. And I think a lot of people find that scary sometimes. Like, cuz who wants to be the bitch being like, you got my order wrong or you sent me the wrong thing. I need a refund. Or like, I told you not to tell anyone that. Why would you tell anyone that? Blabbermouth. Like, I mean, like, there's certain instances where you would, confront people. But yeah, no, I don't think people like to do that in real life.
Gonna be. We can sit here and we can talk. Like I said, I've had conversations with Fate. I think he's a fucking donut, but I think he's a fucking.
Oh my god, what was the red and blue? Do you remember red and blue? There was the pink armor guy. Was his name Donut? I think his name was Donut. There was a gay one and his name was Donut. I love the gay one from... Yeah, his name is Donut. Yeah, he was always wearing pink. He was on the red team. Or maybe I just projected him being gay. I'm not sure. But yeah, I liked him. What do you mean strawberry shortcake? Princess he's got beautiful names from Sarge, yeah. So yeah, when I hear someone call someone else a donut, I immediately think gay.
Donut in the context of his knowledge on the games and how he puts his content across. I don't know him in real life. Obviously I don't want to know him in real life, but I don't know him. I can't judge him on the merits of his character in real life. The person that you see online is not necessarily the person that you see in real life. That's the same for me. I talk about games on here, and I try to be as authentic as possible, I guess. But I do loads of things in my personal life that people may.
Okay, blah blah blah. So we got through the Mike Hollow video, right? It's 19 minutes, and it's just that. Now, Fate makes a response video that's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. I don't get it. What? So he complains, Fate complains about dude making a 2 hour and 30-minute video, which I guess is maybe different from a live stream. But I mean, like, the way that Fate talks about Mike Hollow is just too much. I've watched multiple videos of Fate where he just gets upset at Mike Hollow, saying that he bought subscribers, saying that he's gay because he likes to condition his hair and moisturize, as if Queer Eye for the Straight Guy wasn't trying to help men in general. But yeah, like, he says some really ridiculous things, like it's gay to be weightlifting, and then Fate deletes these live streams or privates them. Like, this is ironic, I guess, if you want to call it at some level. It's very ironic that he gets so upset that Mike Hollow made this one video, yet he has multiple live streams, multiple videos, multiple things deleted and hidden. Where's the hook, line, and sinker video? Where's the other videos? He's deleted a couple of things. But I think, like, I recognize this because the one instances that I did speak to Fate in his live stream, he deleted that too. And I'm like, why would he delete me? But what's wrong with me? So yeah, maybe I'm just too gay. Maybe I'm just too rainbows. I don't understand. So I don't agree with his takes currently on the game either. So let's talk a little bit about this one. A true point so I do watch some of these, you see? I watch some of them. I can't watch all of them. Yup, I do agree. A true point as why Mortal Kombat has this over Tekken. Can we call it like it is? Fate's taking the pages, the examples of true underdog, and applying it to his damn channel. He's talking about leaks. He's talking about rumors, just like true underdog, spreading lies and misinformation. Why? Because he's taking a page out of Underdog's book on how to be a shill. Hearing him talk about Underdog has been really eye-opening. How do you go so 180? The only way I would have said anything nice about Underdog was if he actually spoke about ESG, but he did not. He didn't. He lied to me. He clickbaited me. So this clickbaiter, true underdog, is what now your model as to what's good. Also, Fate loves to put all the energy and emphasis on him, acting like he made prophecies that came true. What is he, a prophet? What is he, a religious leader? He acts like it. Especially when you hear his takes on Muslims. Yeah, kind of crazy. So, no, you didn't prophesize that the game was bad. I've been saying the game was bad even before it came out. In fact, I was less on the hype train than Fate was. He got hyped for leaks. He got hyped for all sorts of stupid shit. He still bought the game when he saw that it wasn't going to be good. I bought it for investigative purposes. I don't see anyone doing the investigations I do into the game. But here we are. We have the narcissism. This is totally an instance of narcissism where the story now becomes about me. Me. Another Fate prophecy comes true. What? Because you said that there's no defensive options in the game? Lots of people were saying that, babes. Like, I don't understand. Really don't understand. Also, like, it's just much. It's just much. Really, really much. Also, time for PlayStation to die. Stellar Blade censorship kicked the hornet's nest. So he's jumping onto the trends. He's jumping onto the things that are of the mode du jour for views, for clicks. That's what it is. I'm not looking for views or clicks. I don't make thumbnails.
I don't
do them
believe in the whole,
eventually.
well, everyone has...
Okay, so this is the video that Fate references now, but he says don't listen to, because the guy who made this is a communist. And that's some of the most radical thought processes that I've heard. You know what? Let's see what you guys are saying. Please, leave a like. 23 of you here. If you're not leaving a like, get the hell out. Or let me know so I can ban you. Leave a like. Let's see what you guys are saying, though. I can't find it. I can't find the comments. I can see that there's 23 of you, though. Leave a like. Haley. Hello there. Hello, Haley. Brian, how are you doing today? I'm doing well. But the drama is interesting. A soap opera featuring Baraka. I'm so glad that other people understand my soap opera references. Was a huge ABC soap fanboy. Sean, yay, feeding frogs. I thought MK1 being PS5 only was going to make it better. It's like it was made for the PS4. I still play KL, but I'm over keeping up with invasions. Yeah, I still play KL too. Thankfully, playing Combat League is less tedious than playing invasions. I enjoy Combat League more than invasions. Cliff. Haley, yes, piss off everyone. Oh no. This is how it is. Play the new character a little, see what they can do the invasions, play a little, then you go play better fighting games. Yeah, this is a weird trend that I'm noticing that everyone wants to get into. 'Cause here we got, oh, I love the character. I love the design. Oh, Sindel's still not as beautiful as she used to be in previous seasons. But did hell just freeze over because I can see some cleavage? Like, the thought process here is so shallow. Like, it's not even addressing, well, she's been gender swapped. She's been race swapped. She is a man's body. She is straight up and down. Where are the curves? I'm so perplexed. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a biologist. So everyone is a woman. Everyone is a woman. Yes, this is woman. This is what you would call trans being. I'm learning. I am learning. But the kind of delusions that are going on here, he's taking it from True Underdog. Like, the True Underdog delusion is spreading. New character comes out, be happy about it, lie, gaslight, say that the game is going in a good direction. Yeah, wild. Still playing MK1, haven't played MK1 in months. No, I haven't. I'm not playing MK1. I am playing Street Fighter. And in my defense, I use a turbo controller. If you insist on playing Combat League, Invasions, whatever have you, please use a turbo controller. The purple skins are gone for now. There are Tanya, Mania, and Cumsicles. There are Cumsicles and Mania skins programmed for the purple, so it's something. What with Mania is difficult to say. Is pretty or handsome? These are the questions I have with MK1. Oh my word. I'll give you all my beef sausage. I'm kidding. Chill. What made you think I was super excited for your sausage that I just learned about? Yummy. Yes, love me some sausage. Glad. George, Mike isn't straight. I don't know. Maybe. At least I don't think straight guys use phrases like in my feminine. I don't know if Mike has said that. I think it's totally weird, though, to say that anyone who lifts weights, is gay, which is what Fate said in response to Mike. It's weird. Yes, they're hustling for them clicks. He finds Sindel from MK1 attractive. That's a questionable choice for a straight man. Totally agree. I think it's weird to think that these ladies in MK1 are somehow more attractive because they're showing more fake cleavage. If that's the case, I got some really great photos of Dylan Mulvaney for you. They're really beautiful. So yeah, no thanks. No thanks. I may have been. I feel like I'm appropriate to speak to this conversation. I come to you with I love my pearl headband and I may be in ladies' pajamas. I mean, they're kind of unisex. I'm going to call them unisex. But I've always been gender nonconforming. So it's weird to see the whole entire roster just be gender nonconforming. I'm okay with just me, but not the whole population. It's strange. This weird political finger pointing, like he said this in a stream or whatever, is pretty lame. Yeah, I know. I'm not pulling up the streams because I think it's just strange. I think if you need proof or whatever, you can go watch the streams for yourself, make your own judgment. I think for me, knowing that Fate had a 5-hour live stream with Tom Brady, or 3-hour, then he had like a break, and then he had a 5-hour live stream with Sikander. That was all in one day. Then there was that other day where he had a 3-hour live stream, which got deleted. Then he had a 3-hour conversation with Mike Hollow, and then he came back for another live stream later that day. Like, where's the time for the family and children? Where's the wedding ring? Where are these things? I am just asking the questions. Yeah, that's another one. If you watch the videos, where is the wedding ring? Please let me know. So this 2.5 hour cry baby live stream, I don't know. You can like Fate. I'm not telling you to dislike him. Like whatever you like. But it's twisted, hypocritical, and manipulative. Maybe exactly the same things that Mike Hollow said. I find it very, very questionable that he's always upset about Mike Hollow. Get over it. Do you see me complaining about Reddit every single live stream I do? I make live streams every single day. I've moved on. I don't care about Reddit. I moved on like the 2 days after. I was like, Reddit's gay. And that was it. But like, just like a jealous ex-girlfriend, it seems like they're jealous of each other. Ugh. This season of All My Children sucks. It's me, I'm first. Yes, not Freud. I agree. Eve is my favorite character. Duan, hello. Baraka and Melina Child also. I thought you were how and where? Please let me know. With all of his takes about gay people being meth heads. Yeah, no. With all of the takes of, did the holler coaster actually happen, and did the guy with the mustache really unalive a lot of apple juice? You let me know. That doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, I guess if you want example, because this is the most recent one. This is what I was watching today.
Skeletons in the closet. You know, there seems to be a lot.
Well, let me see if I can get it. That's
yeah,
not
Excalibur's a dude. Yeah, I don't think we land on the moon. Right?
Yeah, I don't think we landed on the moon. All of the conspiracy theories that come from Fate are just so aggravating. I don't agree with conspiracy theories. I don't agree with misinformation. I don't think Fate saying that he's not an expert about things gives him an excuse to just talk so much shit. I think if you want your opinion to hold more water, be more valid, back it up with scientific observation. That's to what I do with MK1. I don't know where he gets off with acting like being stupid is cool. I also don't know where people get off on idolizing stupidity. That's not great. So saying now that the moon landing didn't happen, let's think about this for a second. If the moon landing didn't happen, did Russia send a camera to Venus? Did we have the Hubble telescope that took pictures of the moons of Jupiter? Did a rover land on Mars, sending us live stream visuals of the planet? Fate has said in previous videos, is the Earth really flat? You tell me. You tell me, is the Earth flat? Is it round or flat? Also in this same video, he goes on to say, stupidness, honestly, stupidness about vaccines. I call it stupidness because I took I got a degree in pharmaceutical chemistry. I worked for pharma. That's why I'm so against the medicalization of children, because they're not interested in having lifelong patients. They want lifelong customers. They're only caring about profits. I come from that world, but to hear him speak about vaccines and testing in general, when that was my literal career, frustrating. So frustrating. Then to hear him talk about MK1, saying that he doesn't need to be an expert about MK1 to have an opinion. Well, sure, everyone's entitled to an opinion. Doesn't matter if you spend money on the game or not. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But the fact that you think that you spent money on the game gives your opinion more validity must also mean that people who understand the mechanics of the game know what they're talking about more. In all of the conversations that he had with Foxy Grandpa, Sikander, Mike Hollow, it's clear that he doesn't understand the mechanics of the game. If you talk to them about invasions, if I were, who's telling me about talismans, relics, and components better than Dave? Please let me know. Let me know, and I will go have a conversation with him. Johnny. Love talking with Johnny. But you need to know what you're talking about in order to properly give an opinion. I also can't just accept the opinion of someone who hated the women previously, but show a little bit of Sindel on Dylan Mulvaney, and that gets you hot. That's wild. That is wild. Teletran Prime, did Fate say that? Yes, he did. So if you need evidences, I'm not gonna give you the timestamp. It's in this one. Fate has been defeated. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could give you a timestamp. It shouldn't be too hard. Let's go to the transcript. Close. Okay.
Before anyone else did.
Shut up. Where's the transcript? There's no transcript? Oh, here's the transcript. Okay. And then he was likening telling gay people about, hey, you're going to hell. What you're doing is wrong. You can just become straight, by equating it to his children coming home telling them that they're addicted to meth. So I'm going to go addicted. Okay, here we go. So it's around the 25, 26 minute mark. I'll just let him say it.
You will come up with the results, and you will see that there is no what they effectively call the gay gene.
That's not true, because in fruit flies, you can program a gay gene into them to make them all have sex. All the dudes. They'll daisy chain. Let's see if I can find that. Fruit fly gene gay daisy chain. Yeah, here we go. This is from 2007. Neurobiologists have discovered that homosexuality in fruit flies is controlled by a novel regulator of synapse strength. By harnessing this discovery, the researchers are able to use either genetics or drugs to turn fly behavior homosexual on and off within hours. Delicious. So it can be environmentally stimulated through chemicals or a gay gene. Like there is that. So you're wrong, Fate. I hate the misinformation. That's what I hate. I really hate when people are so dumb.
Okay. Now, from the purpose of being a Christian, which I am, the reason why I brought it up, and why I also brought up things like PDF file.
Yeah, okay. So he also claims that Muslims worship children lovers. Not Nambla, but like Nagla? Little girls, not little boys. Actually, no, it would be Namgla. Actually, I'm not sure. Too many acronyms. But yeah, that's strange. I mean, for Christianity to be about tolerance, maybe not go about calling the people that you wish to win over pedophiles.
People who are psychopaths, that sort of thing, is that people have these urges. People have these very, very bad urges. I didn't say that a homosexual was a PDF file. I said that these things explicitly in the Christian faith are absolutely against the word of God. I am not going to sit there silent.
Preach it, Pastor.
And not
Hallelujah.
call that out. Now, that doesn't mean to say I hate these people. In fact, I welcome these people. I love all people. However, when you love someone, you don't let them suffer. You say, listen, maybe that's not good. Another example would be if one of my children came home that was on drugs, they were struggling with it. I would not sit there and go, Hey, don't worry, because you're just living your authentic meth self.
Okay, so the homosexual urges are equivalent to being addicted to meth. Now, I do know some gays who enjoy a little bit of Tina. But not all gays are like that. And I would hope that we would want to get away from the drug usage. But to say that every single gay is a meth head. What? 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 I'm like, I'm dying. I'm dying. That's much. Okay, so I am now subscribe to whoever you want to subscribe to. I don't mind it. Subscribe to Fate, subscribe to Mike Hollow. I don't mean any of these people ill will. But when I hear crazy shit, I gotta call it out. And I've been dying to call out this. Because this is wild. Not that every gay is a meth head. I take umbrage with this statement.
No, I would try to help them. I would try to encourage them to see beyond that. You see, the community that has all the alphabet letters in it never talk about the people that walk away from the community, that have actually given up the life.
I don't know anyone who gave up the BBC once they had the BBC. I don't think that's something you can give up. I think this is like, what are we now going into? Conversion therapy? Pray the gay away? Trans the gay away? Like, it's wild. Like, in places like Iran, like, instead of having a little gay boy, they'll just trans him. So we got pray the gay away or trans the gay away. Which one is it?
Lifestyle. The same that the people that have started transitioning, that stopped transitioning, they have also been exiled outside of their own community.
That's another thing. I don't need to hear straight people telling me about gay issues. That's wild. I can find out for myself, thank you. I much prefer when the call is coming from inside the house, when the rainbow is calling the rainbow, reading rainbows. But whatever.
A simple Google search, YouTube.
It's like the difference between Blair White and Ben Shapiro. Like, I love Blair White. Can't stand Ben Shapiro.
Search, you will find your answers yourself. This is what I'm talking about. People can choose or not choose to act on certain behaviors.
I don't have a choice. If presented with a meow meow, the eggplant isn't growing. Like, there is no choice about it. I mean, you could manually stimulate someone against their will, but at that point, isn't that grape? Okay.
I never said that one was the other. Again, this is all framing. I also bring up the conversation of slavery.
You can see the conversation gets wild with Fate. Gays, slaves, haven't gone to the moon. It's much. It is really much, and I'm not standing by it. I unfollowed him on Twitter. I unfollowed him on Discord because it is very much. And I can also see that the kind of community that he has over there, it's too rowdy for me. Too aggressive, too rowdy. Not nice. I'm not a fan of that, and I don't want to be part of it. Also, I think like there's this one part where Fate is saying that Mike Hollow is all about cancel culture. And there's echo chambers abound and people want to stay in their echo chambers. So this is what Fate has to say about someone who disagrees.
Don't listen to him. Yeah.
I don't know why there's silence. I don't have timestamps, guys. I'm just trying to...
I was talking to someone recently, like, I think, like, I like Tom, but I think he's a bit of an opportunist. as somebody was telling me, you know.
I mean, I guess pot calling kettle black. I was kind of surprised that he's coming for Tom Brady, because I guess he's friends with Mike Hollow. I ain't friends with no one. I'm friends with Jesus. Jesus loves me for the way I am and isn't telling me to go lick a meow meow. Ugh.
And this guy likes Tom too. But it sort of seems that like you gotta like it seems like this like the esports fighting.
I'm aware of my vocal stutters. I have issues where I giggle a lot, and that may or may not because of 420. But I love a giggle. I love to giggle. But he says, all right, all right. I'm trying to give an Australian accent. It just doesn't sound right. But he says all right and right a lot. If there was a drinking game watching one of his videos, how many times he says all right, you could find out with the transcript. But it might be fun to find out with your liver. Take a shot every time he says right or all right.
Fighting game side of things when it comes to those guys and everything. There seems to be a lot of fucking skeletons in the closet. You know.
Okay, so he's calling out Tom Brady for skeletons in closet. So this is why I did sort of enjoy Mike Hollow for telling people to do their own research, because I decided to do my own research, and it's very easy to do this kind of research. So all you need to do is type in Infinite Retro into YouTube, and you will find videos that have been made over more than a decade regarding this individual. So we've got here first this Infinite Hypocrisy video, and Fate tries to discredit the guy who made this video as being a communist.
I don't believe in the whole, well, everyone has a right to freedom of speech. I don't believe in the whole, well, everyone has a right to freedom of speech.
So isn't that a little hypocritical that you say, I don't believe everyone has a right to freedom of speech, yet you're angry that people are censoring Stellar Blade? Well, I thought you didn't believe in freedom to speech. What's wrong with censorship? I don't get it. So Guy is upset with Rags. Rags is upset with Infinite Retro. And this is from 6 years ago. And this seems to be like another repetition of history. Much like how you had Fate do videos with Sikander, Tom Brady, Mike Hollow, just a whole bunch of debates and screaming and yelling at each other. This was something that Fate actually indulged in back in the day. And if you watch the video from Rags, he gives reference to a live stream that has since been deleted. You know, I guess it was a bad look for them, but I can't find the part where maybe the transcript. You could find that this is actually like a pattern that Fate has been into, like get into a debate, I guess get clout or fame off of that, and then move on, pivot. It seems like this is something that's happened before. And Fate's also mentioned before that he's had debates. Oh, here we go. Debate with Infinite Retro, 4 Horsemen of PC Gaming podcast. So yeah, Fate says that he's been in these debates, that he's an old school YouTuber, that this is what's been happening. Yeah, it's been happening. I believe it. So here you have Mike's video being like number 2 for me, at least in my search results. But I think what's more interesting is that this has been going on 12 years ago. So this is a video from a dude named Archimedes' response to Infinite Retro. Let's see.
Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video response to Baltic Games or Infinite Retro. Normally I wouldn't do a response on this kind of topic as it can sometimes start a big fight, and I don't want this to turn into a big fight, so if it does, I'll just drop the whole thing. Retro, leaving out the video editing and all that, I wanted to discuss this with you on a more serious level. I can understand why this would bother you, especially when it's been happening for so long. I noticed you started out, or at least when I first subscribed to you a few years back, as a troll. You didn't really seem to get personal or anything. You were just one of the hundreds of people, making vids about who had the better console. Now it seems like you changed what you used to be about, but others haven't. It looks like you don't want to ignore them because you're fighting for YouTube rights or something, And it seems like you don't want to look like some kind of helpless person who can't fight against trolls. But when you reply, Retro, that's when you actually sound like the helpless person.
Not that this guy told him 12 years ago not to respond to trolls. The advice still remains good to this day. Why did he get involved with Sickander? Did he not think that Sickander was a troll? What did he expect? Sickander's the biggest troll. That's one thing I know about Sickander. He's a troll. Why did he get involved with Mike Hollow? Where did he think that all of this was going to go when he had a conversation with Foxy Grandpa? And at the time, I didn't know that Foxy Grandpa and Fate were beefing on Twitter. I thought that conversation that they had when I appeared was the first time that they spoke. No. These things have been going on for a while. So it seems like this repetition we're seeing here, fighting for YouTube rights, console war. So now we're fighting against censorship and the right to have sexy women in MK, and what else? What else is he fighting for? Oh, it's been accomplished because we saw Dylan Mulvaney's cleavage. Yay. Wonderful. What else is he doing? He's responding to the trolls. He makes hours and hours of videos responding to Mike Hollow. When Mike Hollow says quack on the issue on his main YouTube. It's so wild that the same advice given 12 years ago is still applicable. So I think like the common trope here would be, if all of these other people are having issues with this one person, maybe it's the common denominator that is the root of the issue. So we also have here Infinite Retro school of douchebaggery. This has been going on for a decade. He's going to show you how to paint your nails. So wasn't Fate mad at Brisk Poet for painting his nails? I mean, I paint my nails sometimes, but I'm also gender non-conforming. I'm gender seasonal, guys. I change my gender every season. But yeah, that's very interesting. Oh god, it's copyright music. It's copyright music. Damn. Okay, la 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 music copyright, no infringement. Yay. La la. You can't hear it, right? Hopefully. But if you want to see it, you can see it for yourself. There is a history going on where it's now going from console war to culture war, where it's going from responding to trolls and getting into debates back in the day. It's the same MO. The question is, if you enjoy Fate, why? Why? I would like to know why. Is it the misinformation? Is it the lack of education about the game? Is it the, like, sitting on the fence? Is it like, oh, the game is not good, but now it's going in the right direction because there's green particle effect with Ermac and cleavage on Boxy Sindel? What is it? Is it that he hated True Underdog and now he loves True Underdog? Or is it because he hates gays and thinks that they're meth heads? Or is it because he questions the Holler Coaster and whether or not apple juice was consumed? Damn it. Damn it. Is it cuz Muslims are PDF files? Why do you like it? I would love to know. Let me know. Mystery Seed, this is interesting. Maybe Foxy Grandpa had Fate's number. That's your decision on what you think about Fate. It's just sad what has happened. Well, what's happened? What exactly has happened? Nothing. It's just a video game. It's all internet drama. None of this is actually significant. And if you're getting manipulated by fate into thinking that this is going to, attack him at his house? Because this is what he's doing in his video here for 2 hours. He's crying victim. He's like, oh, my child was attacked. What does that have to do with Mike Hollow? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Mike Hollow has also never issued physical threat. But for some reason, Fate's taking it there? Like, someone's going to travel to Australia and hunt him down? Like, it's wild. It's manipulative. It's a little bit narcissistic. Yeah, insane. Sounds a bit like Simpson grandpa yelling at a cloud. We shouldn't keep on running tests on MK1. We should just pray for it to get better. I totally agree. Maybe just pray it all away. Prayer will help everything. Except when it's regulated by a gene. Except when there's a specific gene that they can use to make the fruit flies daisy chain. Nice to know Dad's home waiting for us to give advice. Oh god. Taking the words out of my mouth. Lol. Counter video. Yikes. Yeah, would love to know what you guys think about this whole situation, because for me, I used to be a paying member to Fate's memberships, but I stopped. I couldn't support it. I really couldn't. And I think, like, if you do support it, put your money where your mouth is. If you like something, support it. That's why I say, support me. Join the Bunny fam. When you join the Bunny fam, you get access to all of my secret vids, secret glitches, builds, all of the secrets are yours. So please do consider joining. Also helps keep me alive on this YouTube, because I don't go after clickbait titles and thumbnails like other people. Not naming names. Not naming names. Not naming names. But do you enjoy the clickbait? Do you enjoy the lies? Would love to know. Please let me know. But yeah, crazy. Crazy. I expect lots of people to unsubscribe. Please unsubscribe. Because I'm not a part of conspiracy theory or lies or misinformation. Kara, oh my god, shocked face. Oh no, Kara, I'm sorry. It's all very shocking. Maybe music helps. I love music. I love this song. Your conviction, the same thing goes for me. All your things, these games are more than fantasy. It's destiny. The dreams I dream are destined to be. I love that. If he was threatened, why complain about it then report it? Why not just report it like everyone else? It seems strange to complain about something that hasn't happened. But alas, here we are in a world where people are not doing research, not asking questions, and the questions that are being asked are, did the holler coaster really happen? But I think for yourself, if you question what I'm saying, I recommend you go watch the 5-hour video with Sikander. I recommend you watch the 2-hour video that Mike Hollow made. I recommend you watch these other videos. And I think you should question why all these grown men are talking about each other for so long. I think, once again, the TLDR here is Mortal Kombat 1 sucks. It's not going in a good direction. For surely if it was in a good direction, we would be playing the game and saying nothing about drama. But yes, that was today's All My Tarkatan Children. Quite interesting. Was really interested to know what was happening from the conclusion of Sweeps Weeks. When was it? A couple of weeks ago? It was very interesting. Everything Fate said was very shocking. I just die at the part where it was like, did we go to the moon? Because, like, I asked my mom, Mom, did we land on the moon? And she's like, yes, I saw it on the TV. And I'm like, well, if mommy believes in the moon landing, so do I. Oh my word. But yeah, if you like conspiracy theories, if you think gays are meth heads, leave a dislike. If you like me, leave a like. Or just get the hell out of here, because the live stream's over. God bless you for joining along. Love you all so much. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.